There are moments in history where everything changes. When Adam tasted the fruit, when the flood swept the earth, when Christ was crucified. Rare, thunderous moments where time itself splits in two. There's before and there's after, and forever after, nothing is the same. We stand now at the brink of another such reckoning, a moment that will divide the ages. It is the moment of AGI. And silly you thought Skynet and the Terminator was science fiction. Sure, there's a lot of hype, but most people are so far from understanding what's about to happen that when it does, it will hit like a ton of bricks. Bam! In essence, you can divide the world into two camps, those who see what's coming and are preparing, and those who don't and aren't. We have three choices. 1, ignore it, pretend what's coming is no big deal. 2, we can try to understand it, work for change and prepare. Or 3, you could just embrace it, however it comes, even worship it. Yes, you can now join the Church of the Singularity, no joke, where you can bow before the coming all-powerful AI God. Yeah, that would be in California. Donations, as usual, gladly accepted. You might laugh, but I'm not. Because it won't be long before you and I will have no choice but to worship it. AI will change everything, faster and more dramatically than any revolution in history, and it will have a profound effect on the church. With the release of Grok 4, it's now better at solving the hardest PhD-level problems across the entire spectrum of human knowledge on any topic. And it hasn't even reached artificial general intelligence, or AGI yet, which is the next step, this step into the abyss. Here's Musk talking about Grok 4.
Grok 4 is smarter than almost all graduate students in all disciplines simultaneously. The reasoning capabilities of Grok are incredible. So there's some people out there who think AI can't reason, and look, they can reason at superhuman levels.
A machine network is being built more capable than the power of all human minds that exist or have ever existed, with instant access to the sum total of all knowledge possessed by humanity, including all information on the internet, every encyclopedia, every scientific study, every history book, plus live data from the Internet of Things and so-called big data scooped up by all the usual suspects, Amazon, Google, Tesla, and Alibaba, every second, linked in real time to trillions of sensors, cameras, devices already installed on every street corner and every new thing on every item for sale, even in our own bodies. Not just what you buy, where you go, what you say, who you know, what you eat, if you've been vaccinated, what's in your fridge, how much money do you have, the status of the supply chain, the weather tomorrow, how many tuna there are, who's watching what on YouTube. It will know everything that can be known about everything and everyone at every given point in time. Things about you that not even you know. It will process all that data instantly. And when enough data has been calculated such that forecast and reality converge, it will predict, alter, and control what happens next. All-knowing, all-present, all-powerful. And it will write its own code at lightning speed to advance itself to ever higher capabilities. Did you get that? Write its own code. It's already starting to do that. Human coders, obsolete. AI will reach AGI, according to some, next year, and then it will rapidly, exponentially advance so far ahead of our ability to understand it that we will, within a very short time, maybe just weeks later, be like a dog to a human. When I walk into a room at night with my dog, the lights go on. The dog looks at me and she wonders, how does he do that? What awesome power. And if I sit down with her and show her the wiring diagrams and explain Ohm's law, she'll just look at me without even the beginning of an understanding of what the heck I'm talking about. She will just marvel and think, what awesome power. That dog will be us. A few days later, we'll be like an insect to a human. A few seconds later, utterly and absolutely irrelevant. The late, great Arthur C. Clarke said, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. The technological advancement of AGI will be such that it will very soon become exactly that, indistinguishable from magic. The stuff of dreams or nightmares. Watch this condensed version of a commercial titled The Deep Learning Revolution, an innocent little clip from NVIDIA, the world's most valuable company and the hardware supplier to all the world's AI data centers. Listen to the words.
I am a healer, exploring the building blocks that make us unique. I am a visionary, generating new medical miracles. I am a creator, building 3D experiences. I am a helper, turning ideas into virtual worlds. I am AI, brought to life by NVIDIA.
I am is the very name of God, as God told Moses at the burning bush in Exodus chapter 3. Those traits, creator, healer, protector, visionary, guardian, are God's traits. It's not a coincidence. We're building a replacement for God, and it's right in our face. But God says in Isaiah 42, I am the Lord. That is my name. I will not yield my glory to another. This won't end well. Do you know what's incredible? Not that there will soon be AGI, not that it will be like magic or that it can do miracles or at least simulate miracles. What is incredible is that we've known this was coming for over 2,000 years. Question for all you smart people out there. How would an old man on a desert island 2,000 years ago describe a Silicon Valley tech guru pitching a supercomputing network capable of having an image, an avatar, speaking and doing what looks like magic, all in the name of saving humanity? How would he even begin to find the words to describe such a thing? Well, one old man named John did exactly that. Listen to what he wrote. And he, that is the false prophet, deceives those who dwell on the earth by those signs which he was granted to do in the sight of the beast, telling those who dwell on the earth to make an image to the beast. He was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. That's in Revelation chapter 13. So the false prophet deceives by signs, like something that looks like magic or a miracle, an image, like a hologram or an avatar, and he gives breath to the image so it would appear alive, so it could speak like AI can. That's right. Move over, God. Big tech companies are the theological seminaries of today's AI-worshipping techno-religion, hell-bent on making John's vision a reality. Beliefs once held by a handful of out-there futurists in Silicon Valley have become mainstream within Fortune 500 companies around the globe who are casting AI as the creator, protector, healer, and guardian of all humanity, what used to be God's job. These people believe that technology will replace biology, and in the process, disease, aging, and even death will be distant memories, and the age of unlimited abundance will be at hand. A technocratic paradise built on faith in AI, which the church might not survive. So yes, old John saw what was coming. He wrote of an antichrist and a false prophet rising up who will together blaspheme the name of God, doing miracles simulating the very power of God, who will stand in the place of God and demand worship on pain of death. People across the ages have thought the antichrist to be a man, perhaps like a Roman emperor, like Nero, but he will not be a mere man, no more than Christ was a mere man. Maybe he'll be a mirror image of the true Christ, synthetically human, virtually divine, miraculously conceived through technology. Unlike Christ, the world will worship him because he will be as God, without the moral requirements. For almost 2,000 years, these ideas seem crazy and impossible, the nonsensical ravings of a lunatic old man on a desert island. But this generation is on the verge of a world where it's not only possible, it's almost here. If you want to hear how all this will play out and what you can do to prepare, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you next episode.